So, kicking off this week in gaming news is the nominations for this year's Game Awards. The Game Awards, if you don't know, is a yearly awards show at the end of the year, celebrating everything that year has to offer in gaming, hosted by Jeff Keighley. The show consists of many categories including Best Performance, Best Ongoing Game, Best Art Direction, Score and Music, Audio Design, Best Multiplayer Game, and so many more, culminating with the Game of the Year. This year's show will be held on December 11th, and you can head to thegameawards.com to vote now. Some of the notable nominations I think are Best Ongoing Game, we have Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. Best Art Direction, we have Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Best Multiplayer Game, Ark Raiders, which is my personal favourite, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. And for the main event, the Game of the Year nominations are Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think all these games deserve their nomination, but I mean, this year's been so packed with games. There's lots of others I'm sure you could point to. Yotei I think is a good example, but nonetheless, I think this year's going to be very close. Expedition 33 I think is probably the front runner, but I mean, you never know. Looking back at 2018's Game Awards, it seemed impossible that Red Dead Redemption 2 wouldn't win, yet God of War ended up winning. But what are your thoughts? Which game do you think should win, or do you think there's another game that's more deserving that should be on this list? Let me know down below, and give this video a like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. We've had some news from Rockstar, not about GTA, but about Red Dead Redemption. The original Red Dead Redemption 1 is coming to Netflix, iOS, Android, and enhanced editions for PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series consoles, and the Nintendo Switch 2. From Rockstar's website, on December 2nd, the epic western adventures Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare will be available for the latest mobile devices and on current generation consoles, with free upgrades, the ability to carry over game progress, and a number of enhancements. Step into the events immediately following the blockbuster Red Dead Redemption 2 in the critically acclaimed tale of John Marston's journey to bury his bloodstained past. In its zombie horror companion, Undead Nightmare, fight to find a cure for the zombie plague that has overrun the frontier. All these new versions feature the complete single-player experiences for both games, and also include bonus content from the Game of the Year edition. More players than ever before will be able to experience these classics and take Marston's journey with them wherever they go, with Red Dead Redemption's debut on compatible iOS and Android devices, which include mobile-friendly control options. Netflix members will also be able to download and play these versions on December 2nd as part of their subscription. For updates and enhancements for current consoles, players on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S can look forward to a smooth 60 frames per second experience, enhanced image quality, HDR support, and resolutions up to 4K. On Nintendo Switch 2, we've taken full advantage of this new hardware with support for DLSS, HDR, mouse controls, and the same fluid 60 frames per second gameplay at high resolutions. Current owners on PS4, Nintendo Switch, or the digital backward compatible version on Xbox One will be able to upgrade digitally for free. Anyone who owns the PS4 version can utilise previous PS4 save data to pick up where they left off, and Switch 2 players can continue with their previous save data from the previous Nintendo console. Now, it's not the Red Dead Redemption 2 next-gen update a lot of us are still waiting for, but the original is still an amazing game with a fantastic story, so if you haven't played it, I really do recommend it. We've also had a new update for Ghost of Yotei, the sequel to Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima that released last month. On November 24th, a free patch for all Ghost of Yotei players will introduce New Game Plus, allowing you to replay Atsu's quest for vengeance from the beginning with everything you earned throughout the campaign. New Game Plus will unlock after you finish the main story and will add new harder difficulty options and 2 new trophies. There's also new currency called Ghost Flowers that you can exchange with a new vendor for more than 30 new cosmetics, including new armor sets and weapon dyes, plus 10 new charms. You'll also be able to earn an additional tier of upgrades for your existing armor sets and weapons. Beyond New Game Plus, we also have a host of new features coming for the base game. Starting with this new patch, you'll be able to replay content in the post-game after you've completed the main story, including a new stats display. We're also adding new accessibility options including directional button remapping and new photo mode features including shutter speed, a composition grid and new filters. The inclusion of extra photo mode features is really nice to see, but of course the big thing with this patch is the New Game Plus, which is something people have been asking for since, well, pretty much day one. The way Ghost of Yotei works is you unlock new weapons as you progress through the story. So it's great you can now experience the whole game with all your arsenal and play through exactly how you like to play. New Game Plus is just pretty great for longevity of the game. It gives players much more freedom and the ability to try out different styles of play. New Game Plus for Ghost of Tsushima came out 3 months after its release, so to see it come to Ghost of Yotei so soon is awesome to see, and we still have the Legends mode to come to Ghost of Yotei in 2026. It's been a big week for Assassin's Creed. We've got a new update and DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and some new rumours on the Black Flag remake. On November 18th, Ubisoft released a free DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage with the Valley of Memory expansion. With around 6 hours of new content, Valley of Memory is set before the finale of Mirage's main campaign, but to access this, players will need to complete the Head of the Snake mission. Basim hears rumours that his long-lost father may still be alive, so he sets out for Awila, a land of secrets, ancient ruins, and vibrant oasis. World events and contracts return alongside new additions. From the Ubisoft blog, one of the new activities is Stolen Goods, where Basim must steal secret maps from robbers to recover valuable items. Another challenge is players need to collect musical themes through parkour sequences, reminiscent of the sea shanties in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Once collected, Basim can perform these melodies himself in a variety of musical settings around the world, offering the perfect chance to enjoy a break in the journey. Major missions and contracts in Assassin's Creed Mirage and Valley of Memory will be replayable after you complete them once, accessible through the Animus Sequences section of your investigation board or directly within the world. Each replayable mission will offer distinct challenges, encouraging you to play in new and creative ways. You may have to avoid using eagle vision, kill only your main target, or remain undetected, all in a certain amount of time. Completing these challenges will unlock exclusive in-game rewards like Animus mods that offer game-changing bonuses like auto-refilling your tools or auto-replenishing Assassin's focus, but these can only be used during the Animus sequences or in the New Game Plus playthrough. There's also been additions and changes to parkour. You'll now be able to toggle on the ability to manually jump, allowing you to weave together free-running parkour sequences that were previously impossible. There's a new control scheme labelled Modern, which is being introduced to smooth the experience of leaping from rooftop to rooftop, which is especially useful when playing with free jump turned on. There's a back and side ejects mode. Previously, side and back ejects could only be performed when Basim had a clear landing spot or handhold. This is called safe mode. Now, Basim can side or back eject regardless of the landing spot, known as free mode, and you can switch between the two as much as you like. I'm really happy to see the additions to parkour. Assassin's Creed has been in a bit of a weird spot for quite a while now with regards to its parkour. It's probably what the series is most known for, and really it's what makes it so unique in this sea of third-person adventure games. But honestly, it's been lacking for many years now, with players having less and less control over their actions. With the RPG series, Ubisoft has focused more on giving us these huge open worlds to explore, whilst ignoring the very way players love to traverse these worlds. We've also heard about parkour additions and changes coming to Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's all well and good, but it's a little frustrating to see that when a new Assassin's Creed comes out, parkour is okay, and then over the next year or even years, we see improvements and new features added, such as manual jumps and back and side ejects. But really, it feels like these should be in there from the beginning. They should be staple of what the parkour experience should be. My hope is when we get the next mainline game codenamed Hexe, these features are already in, and hopefully they're making improvements to make these flow better and feel better for the players. On to the other AC news, which is for the rumoured and all but confirmed remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Insider Gaming published an article stating that the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is likely set to release before March 31st, 2026. This comes after Ubisoft published the delayed financial update. Alongside The Division, Rainbow Six and Prince of Persia was a space for an unannounced title, which Insider Gaming understands to be the yet-to-be-announced Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. Not much is known about the remake, however leaks have suggested the gameplay will be more like the RPG series. For example, the combat in the original Black Flag used a parry animation system, meaning if an enemy attacked you and you pressed the counter button, an animation would play out. If you pressed attack after, another animation would play out. This was a good system, and definitely cinematic in its looks, but Ubisoft decided to move away from this system to a hitbox system seen in Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla and Shadows, and it's seeming like we will see this newer system in the remake. The older system, whilst looking nice, definitely felt a bit on rails at times and didn't give players much agency in how they handled encounters. It was pretty much spam counter and win. It was pretty easy. That said, I don't think the RPG system is perfect. The introduction of levels where you might see one guard in an area be a low level and easy to take down, but in another area that same enemy is 20 levels above you and takes forever to kill. It just never really felt AC to me. Now, not to make another Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Tsushima comparison, but I really like the combat system in those games, where you really feel like your weapons are sharp and your strikes have weight to them. And on the lethal difficulties, where it only takes a few hits to kill an enemy, or a few hits to die yourself, this is something I feel would lend really well to the universe of AC, where our assassins should feel deadly at all times and not tanky themselves, more like a glass cannon, where we are encouraged to use all of our tools at our disposal. I am really excited about this remake, and I hope we actually get to see some official footage and announcements soon. But that's all for this week in gaming. I'd love to know your thoughts on what we've discussed today, and I'll catch you in the next one.